Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. How are you? Dear friends, my name is Abdul Khalik. We, the human beings, we keep learning throughout our life. And this learning is very, very important indeed. Some of the people, they take it as something extremely important or the most important in their life. They know that they will only grow if at all they learn, if at all they keep learning. So, learning is the number one priority in the life of certain people. So, these people grow a lot. First of all, their learning makes them personally develop a lot. And this personal development actually matters and matters really. Today we are going to talk about the very important, the most important life lessons, the most important ever, the most important ever life lessons. Here we have enlisted 15 in number. Each one is more important than the others. Each one of them is enough to revolutionize our life. Listen to the first one, you will be able to understand how important the remaining 14 will be. The first one is, don't let your ego get in the way of growth. Don't let your ego, don't let your ego get in the way of growth, your growth. Many of the people here in this world, particularly in the Eastern society, in a country society like Pakistan, they don't grow because of their ego. Their ego matters a lot. Maybe their ego is more important than anything else. So, dear friend, do not let your ego get in the way of your growth. Keep it under great check and control. Then only we will be able to grow well. And now, the number two is invest in yourself and your dreams. Invest in yourself. How can we invest and what can we invest actually? We need to make the investment of time. We need to make the investment of effort. We need to make the investment of even money. Invest in yourself and your dreams. All of us have the dreams. We need to make the investment in ourselves first and in our dreams then. The dreams we must be watching, we must be having, we must be, nurturing the dreams. The dreams matter a lot and the dreams are life actually. Each one of us have certain dreams, but many of the people, they are not making any investment in their dreams. Actually, we need to make the investment in ourselves first and in our dreams then, more importantly than anything else. Our investment deserve the most important, deserving is ourselves first and our dreams then. Number three, don't be afraid to show vulnerability. Don't be afraid to show vulnerability at all. Opening up and expressing feelings, Opening up and expressing feelings authentically improve relationships. We want to improve our relationships, and this is the best way. Opening up and expressing feelings authentically improves the relationship, reduces stress from suppressing emotion, reduces stress from suppressing emotion. If at all we are suppressing our emotion, it will generate a lot of mental stress. We don't have to suppress our emotions, rather we do have to express our feelings authentically. Dear friends, the fourth is make time for friends and family. Make time for friends and family. Not only that the material development is important, rather making friends with the friends and making time for the friends and the family, that is also very very important. Now the fifth is don't neglect your health. Do not neglect your health at all. Take care of your health, because health is wealth. Because health is the most important thing ever. If at all we want to live a good life, I think it is absolutely impossible without a good health. And if at all we don't have other things like money, I think still we can have a good life. But as for the health is concerned, that health is extremely important. Does not mean that the money is unimportant. Money is important indeed, but health is even more important than the money or any other thing. Now the next is, the sixth is find out find work that fulfills you. Find work that fulfills you. Mean not just working, rather finding the work that fulfills you. Then only we will be able to lead a happy and a good life. Find work that fulfills you. Now, the seventh is don't wait for happiness, create it. Don't wait for happiness, create it. Happiness comes from within. Happiness comes from within, not external validation. Not from external validation, but happiness comes from within. So, dear friend, not external validation are events. Events, not external validation are events. Don't put off feeling content till milestone achieved. Don't wait for the happiness or for the contentment till any of the milestone is achieved. I think we need to become happy. And happiness springs from inside, not from the external events or from external validation or for even achieving any sort of milestone. So happiness, don't wait for happiness, create it. Now, the eighth is learn to communicate openly and honestly. Learn to communicate openly and honestly. Men often keep their thoughts private. Men often keeps their thoughts private to avoid conflict, but clear, clear, candid communication allows understanding. Clear and candid communication allows understanding between us and others. So, learn to communicate openly and honestly. Number nine, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't feel tense over small, trivial things. Learn to ignore, and don't be focused on the small stuff at all. Learn to ignore. Now, the tenth is be the man you needed when you were younger. Be the man you needed when you were younger. Once we were younger, we were having an ideal, mean that ideal father, ideal man. I think that we need to revive the same dream, and we need to become, don't be the man you needed when you were younger. Now, the 11th is learn from failures and let go of regrets. We have lots of regrets about our previous life. I think that we need to stop regretting. Simply we need to learn, and that is enough. Nothing more than that at all. Learn to, you know learn learn from failures and let go of regrets. Now, the 12th is develop emotional maturity and self awareness. Develop emotional maturity and self awareness. Self awareness mean being aware of our weaknesses, being aware of the kind of threats I might come across because of those weaknesses of mine. Being aware, self aware mean that being knowing my strengths and what kind of opportunities I may get as a result of or as a result of my strength, what kind of opportunities I may deserve, I may get, I need to find because of my because of my strength. So, dear friend, develop emotional maturity and self awareness. As for the emotional maturity is concerned, again, the things have been described above. How to become emotionally mature? We need to know what kind of emotion a human being does have, what kind of emotion I experience, off and on or usually. What of these emotions are positive? What of these emotions are negative? What kind of emotion am I experiencing at the moment? How can I manage it? So that is all called emotional intelligence. And once we are emotionally intelligent, then obviously, once we consolidate all those things, we become emotionally mature. Now, the 13th lesson is don't take your loved ones for granted. Don't take your loved ones for granted. Don't take your loved ones for granted at all. Rather, take care of them. Don't take your loved ones for granted. Now, the 14th is discover what truly matters most. Discover what truly matters the most for you. Discover discover what truly matters the most for you. What is the most important thing gives you the happiness, the satisfaction, so that focus or give it the number one priority. Now, it might vary from person to person a little bit, so I'm not talking about what matters the most for me. I think, as for the values are concerned, the values should be taken as something which matters the most. And now, the 15th and the last is appreciate the present. Don't just plan the future. Planning the future is good, but appreciating the present, learning to be happy with the present, enjoying the present, it is extremely important. Extremely important. Do not sacrifice your present for the sake of. Mean, enjoy your present, enjoy your present, enjoy your present, but plan for the future. Plan and prepare for the future. Plan and prepare for the future. So, these are the 15 extremely important life lessons each one of us need to learn as soon as we can. I think this will have a profound impact upon our life. Thank you.